Review of a movie I just finished watching minutes ago. Um, and I want to give an honest review that I don't think others will do so. The movie is called Minamata. It's a place in Japan. The movie was shot in Japan. It stars Johnny Depp, um, he's not my favorite actor, but he does a good job of acting, I think. And his co-star was Minami. I've never heard of her, but she's I guess pretty famous in Japan, and I thought she was spectacular, sensational. I thought she was just absolutely brilliant in this movie. So the acting was top notch. The film was very emotional. If you want a comparison, there's the movie from the US, Erin Brockovich, with Julia Roberts, who also isn't my favorite, but does a great job in that movie, as well as Eat, Pray, Love. I liked her in those two. And so this movie is like Erin Brockovich, but it was funny. As I was watching, I thought that, and I've seen that movie many times. I think it has great actors, but I thought that was so, what's the word? Light and fluffy compared to Minamata. Minamata is like when you rip the scab off an injury and you see the real horror. It was just so powerful and emotional. I am just still moved by it and upset. You could probably tell in my voice. Whereas if you watch Erin Brockovich, it's more light, and you know there was damage, but they don't really examine it. They show you a frog instead of the horror of people. So that's the difference between those two. Erin Brockovich had a lot of laughs and giggles, and there was interplay between Erin's love interest, whereas Minamata, it had one or two scenes of the couple, but it was just so powerful. It's like getting hit over or run over by a truck. It is just so in your face, emotional, powerful. I'd be interested to see what's that reviewer from Toronto, who I like, from CBC, Glasser. Wow, I'm having a memory blank. I can't. The guy who does the movies. I can't think of his name, but he's very good. But I've been interested to see what his take is, because when I look at some people, they thought, it was just a so-so movie. This movie was very powerful and very emotional. You'll have to have Kleenex ready because it will hit you like a ton of bricks. I also like the soundtrack. It had about 5 or 6 songs, but they were all really good. So I thought they did a good job of not overloading you with music, but when there was a need for it, they had a good song to introduce a scene or to interplay with that. So I thought that was very good. The scenery, the cinematography, I thought that was also very good. Can't say enough about this movie. I assume Johnny Depp did this movie to kind of make a comeback after his personal life failings. And I kind of recall this movie. I think this movie was delayed either because of coronavirus or for some reason, maybe because of Johnny Depp. But I remember hearing about this movie 8 months ago, and I've been waiting and waiting for it. So when it came out, I jumped on it and watched, and I think it was very well done. The director was Andrew Levitas, who I've never seen, or he doesn't ring a bell with me. I had to look it up. The only movie I watched of his was Holy Rollers, which was good as well. If you haven't seen that, make a note to watch that. But this movie, I don't know if it'll win any awards, but it certainly should be on a must-watch of everybody. This is a movie that everybody should watch, especially with the things today as far as chemical waste and So this would be a movie that would resonate to anybody who's interested in that field. Near the end, they do a list of all the other places that have had tragic spills or chemical incidents. Everyone, of course, knows Bhopal, but there was one in my country that I didn't even know we had. I guess that's my fault. And then there was one in China where I was, Guiyu. Never even heard of it, or maybe I did, but I didn't remember it. But now I'll never forget it. I'll have to do some research and look up, because apparently that was a place where there was e-waste for a decade, and now apparently nobody even lives there. So that is tragic as well. There were many others in the States. Flint water crisis. I'm surprised they did. If they mentioned it, I didn't see it because there were so many, but I'm surprised they didn't mention Chernobyl in Russia, although I didn't see it, to be honest. And if you haven't seen that I think it's from HBO, go watch that. I think I did a review on Chernobyl. That was just a powerful one as well. So Minamata, make sure you tell everyone to watch this, and be very prepared to watch it. I cannot stress how powerfully emotional this movie was. I can take these things, but a lot of people can't. But I want you to tell everyone who you know to watch this. Very emotional. I probably stopped there because I am just drained emotionally from watching that. It's about an hour and 50. Well worth watching. You'll remember it for a long time after you finish seeing it. Okay, so that's it for now.